Hey guys, I have a bit of a different video for y'all today than usual. Normally, when I'm going over new combos, I show them against actual people. However, this time, since the new Charmer stuff isn't fully available in the game yet, it means I have to play in a pre-release lobby, and that's fine and all. However, the issue lies in the fact that sometimes it's super glitchy when saving the replays in those match lobbies. So instead of battling that, I figured it would just be easier to showcase the combo line and talk about it while showing you guys against a bot. This isn't really something that I enjoy doing, so I will probably make another version of this Doomz video in the future, but for now, I just wanted to get this wacky combo posted and share it with you guys, and hopefully inspire somebody to create some new cool wacky videos with this new Charmer support. So anyways, let's get right into the replay. Alright, so first off, before we begin, I'd like to get out ahead of the potential negative comments. This deck is in no way, shape, or form good or meta-defining, however, it's super fun and can provide some wicked endboards if given the opportunity to pop off. The whole point of this video is purely just because it's a combo that I can do with Doomz, and hopefully it inspires somebody else to create some other wacky stuff with these cards. I also plan on making a Fairy Tail Doomz list in the future that uses these Charmer cards as well, that I think could potentially be more realistic. But yeah, with that being said, let's get right into the replay. For this combo, you just need the spellbook of Grand Circle. This is going to get you your Charmers and be your fusion and everything like that. However, you are going to need 2 cards to shuffle back off of the Grand Circle, and you are also going to need an extra card in hand for 7th Tachyon later. So this is a 1-card combo, however, you do potentially need 3 discards or shuffle backs, if you will, in order to make the combo work. So keep that in mind. Anyways, let's begin. Alright, so of course we are going to start with the spellbook, and that is going to get us all 4 Charmer names. Now, obviously playing 4 Garnets is not great. That's kind of the biggest reason why this engine is not fantastic, but nevertheless, it is still super cool. Because when you fusion summon this new Charmers of the Grand Circle card, you get to soul charge all 4 spellcasters back to the field. And now, being able to soul charge all of these cards is where we are going to get so much extension from. So, to begin the combo with 2 of these Charmer cards, I'm going to simply make Cross Sheep. Cross Sheep is obviously going to be able to revive a target since it is pointing to our fusion monster. And with the other 2, I'm going to go into MX Saber Invoker. Now, Invoker is absolutely crazy. I kind of want to use this card a little bit more in depth in the future. I used this guy, you guys are going to see here, off of the Invoker, I summoned Heroic Challenger Morningstar. Now, this card is going to be able to search Envoy, which gets us another Heroic Challenger Morningstar, which can then special summon itself, and I was just using this as a way to get us into an easy level 4. I imagine that there's probably much easier ways to do this. This is just the first one that I remembered that you could do, so I threw it in the list real quick, just to simply bridge into rank 4s. So I said we are going to get our Morningstar, we're going to special summon that, and here we are going to make Galaxy Photon Dragon. Galaxy Photon Dragon is going to get us the Tachyon Primal, and Primal is going to be the card that we summon to the Cross Sheep zone. Now, we will then trigger the Tachyon Primal. This is how we're getting our 7th Tachyon Surge. And then we will also chain the Cross Sheep to special summon, and chain the Photon Dragon to turn our Primal into a level 4. So the Cross Sheep will special summon back the Heroic Challenger, Primal will search the Tachyon, and we will use both level 4s to... Yep, you guessed it. We're making King of the Feral Imps just for the replay. Now, obviously, these 2 bodies here could be whatever you want them to be. The whole point of this combo... I love Xyz monsters, I love Xyz archetypes. That's basically what all of my videos are going to be about on this channel. And so I essentially just use this engine as a way to get me 7th Tachyon. Everything else was just kind of a byproduct of the materials that I had on the field. So from here, I mean, you could pretty much just do whatever you want. I made King of the Feral Imps just because, you know, anything for Habakiri, right? It's like the best card in the game. So, I mean, we just search Habakiri because it's free. I turned those both into an IP Masquerena. Now, this IP Masquerena, of course, is going to go into the SP Little Knight. Now, you're going to notice I have a second IP Masquerena in here. Again, that's just because I didn't know what to do with the bodies. I was just having fun just throwing stuff together. there's no real like rhyme or reason to why some of these cards are here. I just needed filler. So what we're going to do is make another IP Masquerena, and we're going to turn the Cross Sheep and the IP into Avermax. Now again, this can be whatever you want them to be. We are under no lock right now. You can pretty much do whatever your imagination can make happen here in these moments. Now, I'm then going to start doing the Mitsurugi line. So Saji is going to get prayers. Prayers is going to tribute the Habakiri for Murakumo. You guys have all seen this probably thousands of times at this point in the I think it's been a little over a year we've had the Mitsurugi cards now, so I'm sure you are all very familiar with what's happening here. Ritual is going to get us the Habakiri. Of course, Murakumo is going to trigger, getting Purification, reviving itself. And then we are going to use both of these guys just to make Dynamondo. Dynamondo can of course revive your Murakumo for the field wipe, and then your Purification is live, so no need to worry about that. And then from here, we're just going to play Doomz, dude. Activate 7 Tachyon, we're going to get rid of the other spellbook, and then we're going to Medius, go into the Power Patron, and just kind of do normal Doomz combos. But instead of just having the regular Doomz board, right, obviously we're backed up with the Avermax, the IP into SP, Dynamondo into the Mitsurugi plays. You know, we have the Omni Negate off of Purification, we get to search the Angelic Ring. You know, it's very fun, and it's just a spicy way to improve the ceiling on the Doomz end board. Now, like for me personally, like I said, this was just meant to be for fun. This is just a really cool combo that you can do. Of course, you can go so many different directions with it. Like I said in my intro, I am going to be working on a Fairy Tale Charmer version of this deck, and I think that would be really cool, because in the OCG, we still have access to 3 Snow, which is awesome. So I think that, you know, there's a little bit that we can benefit from there as well too. One of my friends brought up a card called Crowley, which requires 2 spellcasters, and we can actually search this book card. Hold on, where is it? I don't know where it went. Here we go. We can actually search this spell book off of Crowley, and the only way, like, in order to make Crowley, you just need 2 spellcasters, which the new Fairy Tales are. Now, the reason why I want to use the Fairy Tales in particular is because they also have an Xyz monster, and they have an equip spell too, which obviously, you know, just has natural synergy with the Doomz already. So that is kind of something that I want to explore. Maybe that'll be a little bit more realistic of a way to play these cards. I'm not too sure, but at the moment, you know, I just threw together a whole bunch of like combo slop just to see where we could go. And this is kind of where I ended up. You know, I made this deck in about 30-45 minutes. There wasn't really like a ton of thought behind it. It was just, wow, I get to soul charge 4 pieces. Let's see what I can do with them. And yeah, this is kind of where we ended up. So I'll let the rest of the replay play out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I wanted to share with you guys today. And like I said, you know, just again, before people come and attack me, this deck is just meant to be for fun. It's not super serious. I don't recommend anybody, you know, like play this in any serious manner in hopes of, you know, ranking up or whatever it is. But I just thought it was super fun. I thought that it was really cool and interesting, and I hope that I inspire somebody else to do the same thing. So if you like the video, you know, tell other people about it. We're trying to get them views up. And yeah, man, that's it. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Bye.